Tonight, we introduce you to two very forward-thinking people, Chicagoans who came up with a website that lets others help people in need. And as you'll learn in this piece, Give Forward has been helping to save lives.
Meet Jessica and Amy Cowan. They're sisters, best friends, in fact. They say they can't live without one another, a statement that almost became reality.
And a doctor had come in and said, "You're probably going to need a kidney transplant." And I'm like, what?
At the end of 2008, Jessica needed a new kidney, and her sister, her best friend, volunteered hers. But becoming an organ donor came at a hefty price.
This procedure, everything included, was well over 100 grand. And, I didn't know what to do. I didn't have the money, and, no money, no transplant.
Desperate, Amy started looking for some way to raise the money. She started an online fundraising page for her sister on the site Give Forward.
And within 3 hours, we had over $5,000. So it was, I cried because I was like, how did they, know so quickly, and who donated like $5,000?
Give Forward is really about creating a sense of community around a loved one in need, and we do that through providing emotional and financial support on the site.
Desiree Vargas Wrigley is the CEO of Give Forward, a website she started with Ethan Austin 4 years ago. They began the site as a way for people to raise money for anything, a honeymoon, and money for college, for instance. But this website grew into something much bigger, a site where people help one another raise money for overwhelming medical bills.
Just and Amy's fundraiser was the first one to really hit into the tens of thousands of dollars, and it really opened Ethan, my partner, and I, it opened our eyes to really how big a problem this is across the country for middle-class Americans.
The Cowan sisters have become Give Forward's first big success story. In less than a month, they raised more than $30,000 for Jessica's kidney transplant. Both are now fine and back to normal, baking in the kitchen without the worry of medical bills. They say while a lot of the money they received came from friends and family, much of it came from complete strangers.
I was literally in shock. I couldn't believe people were so generous and nice.
To use the Give Forward website, you simply log in and create your own personal page. You write up a short paragraph describing the person's illness and what the money will be used for. You then promote the page using social media. The donor sees it and uses his or her credit card to donate. The page you're looking at belongs to Devoy Boyd. Devoy is a paraplegic.
Devoy was shot as a bystander in a drive-by shooting 17 years ago.
It went in through my right side under my shoulder blade, hit my spine and my left lung.
Devoy was 17 years old when he was shot in the back on the city's south side. The bullet paralyzed him. Since then, he's been in and out of hospitals battling various health conditions. His cousin Tiffany turned to Give Forward to help ease his burdens.
It's not about the money, it's just about making things easier and less complicated, so the little things that he is behind on, we could take care of those and he's not stressed.
Since it started, Give Forward has claimed to raise more than $16 million for people around the United States. And the best part about the website, like its name, it inspires people like the Cowans who've benefited from Give Forward to do just that.
It's really inspiring because it's actually, I've donated to other fundraisers that are on Give Forward, and I wouldn't necessarily have done that if, you kind of get a different perspective when somebody does something like that for you.
The Give Forward team, they're some of Chicago's very own.
Give Forward labels itself as a for-profit social venture, which means they take about 7% of each transaction. Desiree tells us about 4.5% of that goes to help sustain their company. The remaining percentage helps pay for credit card transactions. If you want more information on the site, head to giveforward.com. Mark?
Thank you, Micah.